The most interesting thing about YouTube is the idea of it. Was it designed to post to the internet, or was it designed to post for the internet? I believe YouTube fits in a very niche section perfectly between the two. Posting to the internet, for use of a better term, I would sum up as people who basically post what they want to post. And posting for the internet is people who post what other people want to see. Now, realistically, both are important. I can post 1 million videos a year, and if no one wants to watch them, they'll get no views. On the other hand, I could post 1 video a year, and if everybody wants to watch it, I could get all the views. It's really difficult to be a YouTuber when you take this into consideration. And when you want to keep it as a passion project, you kind of have to focus more on posting to the internet over posting for the internet. Because it's a passion project, you've got other things to do in your life, and while you like this, if it's not going to be your main career choice, you basically can't push it in such a direction you make it your main career choice, if that makes sense. And I think for a lot of YouTubers, I could be wrong, of course, it's a desire to get to a point where YouTube can be your main. It's sort of like a lottery. Everybody wants to see the PewDiePie levels of income from YouTube. And I'd be lying if I said I was any different from anyone else. The problem is, what that creates is a system where people don't actually create what they want, and they instead try and create what other people want. Even if they start out creating what they want, sometimes they just lean into what other people want. And I don't know, that's kind of what happened with my YouTube channel. Much to my own dismay, I ended up posting games I didn't particularly care about just to keep up with the status quo. I didn't do a lot of editing because I didn't have a lot of time for the editing, but I also wanted to keep up with the views and the stuff. And I wanted to build my channel from the ground up. And for a first year, I managed to amass about 30-something subscribers. I'd say I didn't do too badly, especially starting with no advertisement and maybe only 1 or 2 friends and family members that knew about my channel. So I kept it pretty much quiet, and I let it grow from its own growth and not from word of mouth of family and friends, which is still the case. I mean, maybe barring 2 or 3 members of my friends and families, a lot of people don't know about my channel or that I do YouTube. And because of that, I've been able to mostly surmise that if people are watching my stuff and commenting, it's because they want to do so and not because they know me. Barring maybe 1 or 2 people, of course. But yeah, I want to keep doing that. I want to keep making videos on this channel. I just want to change the way the videos are made. I no longer want to make videos that I look at and I go, oh yeah, this video is perfect for people. They're all going to love it because I've edited it so well. And while I still want that to be there, I also want there to be more of a, okay, I'm happy with this video. This is what I wanted to create. I'm looking forward to people to see it. I'm looking forward to people viewing it, sorry. And if people don't like it, then hey, let me know, sort of thing. I believe this is where you come in. This is where obviously feedback and criticism and complaints and oh, I liked this and I didn't like this, and conversations obviously have to happen. I'm not sure how well this audio is really going to come out, but I'm going to try my best to make it come out as smooth as possible. Obviously, audio improvements are something I'm going to work on. If you feel like there's some graphical improvements, mention it. It's something I can work on. If there's some editing issues you had, like maybe I cut too many times, you know, it's weird because obviously it's such a give and take environment. In order for me to get better, I need criticism and maybe sometimes even advice that could help me to get better. But before I can get that, I obviously have to put in the work. And you guys, obviously, if you're interested in my content, want to hear it in the best quality with the best visuals possible, so that you're not sitting there going, I'd really like to watch this and the audio is shit, so I guess I can't. And obviously nothing would be worse than missing an opportunity to gain a new subscriber just because I've let the bar drop in some sort of quality. So yeah, that will be being improved. I will figure out the audio thing. I've always had an issue with audio. I'm very weird about audio, I don't know. But yeah, so what I'll be uploading from here on out is going to be more of a collage of everything I'm interested in. So you might get gaming videos. I might do some videos where I don't talk and I just show clips from like my recorded drive, because I have a ton of them. I actually have a ton of clips just saved on my hard drive with absolutely nowhere to go. And so yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do another video like this, but instead of showing a Black Myth fight, I'll use that footage. It's just sort of sitting there, so it's whatever really. But the plan essentially moving forwards is going to be one video a month at the least. And in this video, I'm going to do something I'm really passionate about, and I'm going to talk about things. I'm going to talk about movies I've watched, games I've watched, anime I've watched, manga I've read, books I've read. Essentially any sort of media I've consumed, I'll probably address it in like this video. If I don't, assume that I'm going to make a separate video about it. Feel free to also add any suggestions of things you might want me to check out. But yeah, no, so I want to do that. And I want that to be the one guaranteed video every month, where people can basically see what I'm complaining about, essentially, because I complain a lot. For example, I played Star Wars Outlaws, and it might be the first Ubisoft game I didn't finish. Actually, no, I don't think I finished Far Cry 6 either, or Avatar. So I guess I just have a habit now of not finishing Ubisoft games, which is a stark contrast to post PlayStation 4 era, where everything they bought out would get a 100% completion. Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs 1, all of those games, very high completion rates. I would literally play them to death. But yeah, so I want to do that. I might do movie reviews. I've only really remember watching about 4 new movies this year. There's probably more, but clearly I've forgotten about them. There'll still be gaming content. It might just take on a different format. I don't know, we'll see. For example, I'd like to rant about the Cold War zombies maps. And I will do that probably before Black Ops 6, but we'll also see about that. And I'd also like to talk about other stuff, so it's really whatever. This channel is going to be a big testing ground for me to see what I'm interested in, to maybe improve my skills at editing, to be more concise with my points, because I tend to drone on and drag out. Something I definitely need to work on. And yeah, if you're interested in sticking along with this learning journey that I'm essentially going to be going on, glad to have you. If you're a long-term subscriber and you don't go away, thank you. It means a lot to me to even have subscribers after being radio silent for over a year. And yeah, I can't promise what the channel will end up or what it will become. I have strayed away from reviewing things in the past, because since I can code myself and have been working on coding a game and I write books and that sort of stuff, it just feels partially disingenuous to complain about other people's projects. And I'm often a firm believer of, hey, if you're not happy with how it goes, just do it yourself sort of thing. I believe that's a very varied and optional possibility for everyone out there. If you turn around and you're like, hey, you know what, I don't like what Marvel's doing, I don't like what DC's doing, start your own comic company. And while obviously it's not as easy as that, realistically, all these ideas started from nothing. There was a time when nobody really cared who Spider-Man was, for example. You know, they built him from the ground up. Marvel has a lot of sway now with all their superheroes, and they're feeling free to basically drag whichever ones from their list they can into the foreground. Good example of this is obviously things like She-Hulk, which, yeah, bigger for the comics, haven't really been seen in the cinematic universe, not until late, where they've obviously gone, hey, let's show you some of our other characters. Obviously, they've lost some of the charm, a lot of the charm coming from like Robert Downey Jr. as like Iron Man and Chris Evans as Captain America. And I do agree, some of the charm is gone. They're now trying to push a lot of things into it that obviously weren't there before. And the problem is, it's kind of like my channel, realistically speaking. When you change your core audience, or when you change the content that your core audience subscribes to, you can't be surprised if that same core audience goes, well, this isn't for me anymore. At the end of the day, there's a difference between growing and changing, and I think that's the kind of issue Marvel's having right now. They're not really growing, they're just changing. And yeah, I'm basically trying to make this more of a growing thing, but I can admit it's probably more of a changing thing because a lot of changes are going to happen. To prevent that, obviously, as I said, I'll try and keep some of the old content styles, but for the most part, I'll probably be just doing random stuff. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. I know I've said a lot about doing this for me and what I want to do, but I think it's important, especially for us as creators, to understand that there's a segue. At some point, you got to stop and go, okay, well, yeah, I'm doing this for what I want to do, but I also hope other people enjoy it too. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm creating, hopefully coming up. Obviously, this video is more like an update and less like a thing, but yeah, hopefully coming up, you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll let this cutscene play out since it started.
All these years apart, and they've marred you like this. I journeyed from Mount Lee to delve into the mysteries of this valley. I didn't mean to hold this back from you. It was because I had to. I stayed my hand for my ties to his mother. That's why I called upon you. But how did you get this? I thought it was with the 100-eyed Guai. This may well be the design of destiny itself. I shall help you and restore its power. Consider this as my token of gratitude. Few strings dangling from the sky. No one knows whether they lead to weal or woe.